So, hey everybody, welcome to the new year. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, but I've been busy with this guy here. Uh, that and work and everything else, holidays, you know the deal. But yeah, here I am. So basically, this is all I've been working on. That and just here and there on another tank model. Panzer Mark IV Ausfia, and it's right there, but I'll show you guys that later. You guys have to excuse me for how the lighting is right now, but the two of the fluorescent lights here in the laundromat where I'm at right now are kind of like not really your standard fluorescent type. They're like more like regular type color, so that's why you see the kit here kind of more green than normal. But yeah, so this is where I'm at with this kit right now. Just in case you guys don't know, this is the monogram 1/48 scale AH-1F Cobra. They got it as the 1S, but this is the final version. So, but yeah, so yeah, it's been a while, but so basically what I've done here is so far, of course, I got this done here, and as I was putting it together, I managed to sand down the heat deflector here on the exhaust, and it came up pretty good, so I was kind of happy. Used one of those jeweler's files or whatever they're called, so I just gotta wait and see how it comes out when it's painted, but so far it looks good. Put the skids on and filled up holes wherever they need it, but I was looking at some pictures, and because I don't remember when I worked on these if there was a gap in there, but judging by some of the pictures that I've seen, it's actually not covered there. But so I might fix that or just leave it as is. Yeah, and the bottom part, of course, just had to do some filling there, and then I'm gonna probably fix. Oh, come on, focus. Why is it not focusing now? Every time. Every single time. Autofocus. There we go. It's getting there. So yeah, I gotta fill up, work on these seams here maybe. And they're kind of not flush really. But I'll see what I do with this area here. But I've definitely got to do a little bit more work on the bottom, so yeah. Of course, the fit there was not so great, so I covered that up there with some putty. So it's gonna be covered anyways by the gun, but it's still. And then most of the work has been in the cockpit, really. Let me see if I can get a better focus, because this is starting to annoy me, because there's a lot to show you. Alright, so the canopy looks kind of crappy right now, but it's gonna be fixed. So, there we go again. Okay. Let me see what I can do here. I don't know if it's the glare or what. Alright, so let me see if I can show you guys. Okay, so as you can see there, I've put the helmet subsystem railings there for the helmets. Added the emergency window breaker there. Oh, come on, really? Let me see if I can position the helicopter a bit better so I don't have to hold it with my hands. Oh, perfect. Okay, so there we go. Sure, you know what? Let me see if I can find a pointer here so I can show you guys. Ah, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, you can see there I added the window breaker, emergency window breaker. Used just a stretch sprue and aluminum from a energy drink right there. So it is hollow like it's supposed to be. I added a map light there on that side here for the pilot. Well, actually no, this is, well, it's used for the pilot and co-pilot, I guess. But the pilot is in the back, but I didn't add that one though, so I still gotta do that. Although I might not, I'm not sure. Oh, come on. Okay, and then you've got the grab handles there for the pilot, and then the on the other side is for the co-pilot, gunner. Then you can see there the railings for the helmet subsight system. It's helmet sight subsystem. Sorry about that. There's the pilots. Let me see. And as you can see here, let me see if I can get a better view. Oops, sorry. Right there, that's for the where the piston goes for the opening the canopy door for the pilot. Just little details. It's not really accurate, but it'll work. Let me turn this around. Let me see if I can get it view from here. Okay, so as you can see back over here by the window corner. Oh man, I'm shaking so much. Let me see if I can position myself a little bit better. Okay, so as you can see right there, that's the magnetic compass and the rear view mirror, and of course you can see there on the top here the other grab handle. So yeah, I'm happy the way it came out. Really cool. And honestly, I wasn't even expecting to put all this detail in, but when I ordered some decals from Werner's Wings, I ordered the stenciling for the helicopter because I wanted to make a, stencil it better, because the kit decals just, you can see they're kind of thick. So yeah, so I wanted to make it like that, and a little more detailed, at least on the outside. And I ended up getting the whole decal package, which is cool because one of the aircraft depicted on there, 445, actually is one of the aircraft that I used to work in when I was in the military. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Werner was one of the pilots in that unit that I work with every now and then. So that was pretty cool. So I was like, you know what, I gotta do this bird some justice, and added all that detail. I still gotta put the head-ups display though, but I'm gonna redo it and scratch build a new one or something, because the glass is just too thick. I wanna try and make it more to scale, a little more realistic, I guess you could say. But yeah, and of course obviously I opened up the canopy for it to open and show that detail. So yeah, right now it looks kind of bad, of course, because I'm sanding and fitting and whatnot. So far, I mean, it's coming out good. I had a minor fitting issues due to the fact that when I opened this up and glued this part, which this side was just one half, and then of course the main frame for the canopy. Oh, and I also added a framing to the canopy too. So I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Okay, it's not focusing. Let me get a top view and see if you can kind of see it. It looks like really bad right now, but hopefully once I get it painted and sanded down and buffed, it'll look pretty good. But you can kind of see it on the sides here, not really well, but I added framing all around. So yeah, that was another task, which, let me see if I can get a better view here. Sorry about all the shaking, guys, but I'm using my handy again. I did buy a camera, but it doesn't really focus that well when you zoom in. So basically, I guess it was just used for, you know, vlogs and stuff. But I'm gonna go and read the instructions on that one and see what I can do with it or whatnot. Oh my gosh! Oh, come on! If I get closer, maybe. And the lighting is good here, so I don't understand. Focus. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Okay, man. So yeah, you can kind of see the framing there on the canopy and the inside. All that, all around. So, but I'm really happy the way it came out. I took pictures though too, so I'll add that to the video so you guys can see in better detail. But when I put it together and wanted to join this to the frame, as you can see, it's not really straight. And the reason for that is because when I glued this part of the frame, canopy frame, to this side, of course I had to work this area here. And I guess I didn't merge the pieces together right. So this it was pushing it to a little bit high on the back. Let me see if it shows. Yeah, you can see that. And normally I would have just taken it apart and reworked it, but the fact that I had all this framing on there, I was like, oh man. So I kind of like fitted and glued it as best I could. So the front is pretty straight, and it's just gonna have to work that way. Well, nah, from what I see, yeah, okay, so it is straight. It just doesn't look like that on the camera, but I basically super glued the front, and that's not the fogging from super glue. I just sanded that area out. But yeah, so I'm reworking this seam here, which is the biggest issue I have right now, and we'll see how it comes out when put the canopies and paint it and stuff. I'm sure there's gonna be some panel lines that I need to rework, but I think it'll be alright. I mean, like right now it looks pretty crappy, I guess, the canopy frame and all that, but that can be easily remedied. Other than that, okay, I got everything covered there that so paint won't get into the engine bay and all that stuff. But the other thing that I did is order me an aftermarket Gatling gun. I can't remember the company name, so sorry about that. But let me see if I can focus this thing again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Come on. Okay, I guess it's as best as I'm gonna get. So yeah, I think this is my official first time working with photo etch, and I guess it was kind of an eye opener for me, but I got it done. My first mistake was that I rushed trying to get this together at work during my lunch break, so that was the main problem there. I should have just waited and done it at home, but I was so excited. But it worked out in the end. Got it fixed there. As you can see with the original part, yeah, it looks kind of crappy compared. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Come on. Okay, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it looks way better. And of course the fronts are hollow. The tips of the barrels, I don't know if it'll show there. I don't think it's gonna be able to focus right on that. Hey, maybe you can kind of see it there. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. The only thing that I really had to do here, in a second. Let me see if I can get close-up detail on that so I can show you guys properly. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that little plate you see there, it wouldn't fit because on the back over here, the plastic, I had to like scribe on the side here and on the other side. The middle part was fine because that's where the other barrel went from the original part. But I had to like scribe a groove on this side and on the other side so I can slide this disc in there. And yeah, super glued it. It wasn't really too bad, just a little time consuming so I wouldn't mess up all the surrounding areas with this the hobby knife. But it went in there pretty good. And yeah, there's like little alignment holes there, so you can just slip the barrel in there and super glue it in place, and bam. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad that worked out. I'm glad I got this. I think I paid like $10, $12 I think, with shipping I think. So it's not too bad. Maybe 15 I think. I'm not really sure, but it well worth it. So I just gotta attach that to the frame once I get it painted and everything. And yeah, I got the canopy doors here. So I made like let me see, there are holes right there for the handles to open them. So I gotta scratch build those, and then of course I'll super glue them on there or glue them in place, and then add the piston rod to, you know, open and close the canopy door. So yeah, I gotta do that. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, for the rotor head, the main rotor hub, I opened the gap here for the pitch link arms, I guess they're called. I can't remember. It's been a while. And just cleaned up the rotor hub a little bit. Took away the sinkholes, sink marks in there, and just little things here and there. Took away all the seams and stuff. And then here's this one here. Oh god, the mast, rotor mast. Basically, I just took away the plastic from there, just to have it a little more realistic, which as you can see here, it has them there. So I took that off, and yeah, it'll go there perfectly. So I'll probably have to fill this here once I put it in place. Well, actually probably before that, because if I put it in there, yeah, I can do that beforehand so I don't have to have issues later on. Yeah, normally I was thinking of separating this area so the blades can actually swivel. Let me back off. Swivel like they do on the real aircraft, but I was like, oh, that's too much trouble. So I'm just gonna leave that as is. And of course, for the weapons, I was thinking of modifying one of these so it can be like empty without the actual rockets. But I don't know. I'll see what I do with it. I'm pretty sure I can do it, but I don't know. And of course, you got the rocket pods there. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now with this guy. It's coming along, and so far I'm happy the way it's coming out. So stay tuned for an update once I get a little further along and see how everything comes out. So yeah, looking good. And then of course, like I said, just kind of messing with this one. Took it apart. This is one of the other tanks that I got from my friend at work. So I took it apart, cleaned it up, and put it back together. Of course, some of the stuff is missing, but that's okay because I'm just gonna have this one closed off. So I gotta work the seams there, and it's not focusing on me. Let me get closer. See if I can get that yellow tone out of the way. Come on. Oh, it's always something. Come on. Focus. So yeah, like I said, I gotta get that fixed. That's already been worked on. Just gotta finesse it a little bit. And this is what I'm currently doing right now with it. Fixing that one up, scratch build it because it was missing or broken. I think it broke off on me when I took it apart. And of course it's for the antenna stowage. So that'll go like right there. Oops, sorry. That'll go like that. And I just gotta work on this. I mean, it's a little bit thick all around, so easy to fix up to make it look like the original part. So that's that. Of course, this is missing a whole bunch of parts though, because it actually had the armor around. This is the, I think it was the J model, a J or H, but it's missing a lot of parts. So, and of course the grill broke off, so I gotta use some strip styrene and fix that up, and that should be good. And yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, and of course I did the grab handles there out of copper wire. Fixed all that up. Fixed the latch for the commander's cupola. I just gotta put some detail there with some sheet styrene or something to where the hatch opens up, because of course there's no more detail on there. And of course the mount for the machine gun, gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. And there's the rest of the parts. Just gotta wait till I'm closer to finishing this guy up to add the tracks and of course the towing cable, the exhaust. And yeah, so that's that on this guy. This one's slowly coming along, but happy the way it's coming out. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't get too much on your nerves with the focusing, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. At least until I figure out how to use the other camera. I'll probably still use my handy for close-up shots, but I gotta get some better lighting and find some way to hold this handy in place while I just, focus on the close-ups and stuff. But that's it. All right, y'all take care, and Happy New Year, and see you on the next work in progress video. See ya.